Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Should we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawn? Hello today, as we will be relaxing as per usual, sort of just shifting everything around. Yes. What is going on? This is too tall. Why is my computer screen too tall? I recently made a change, so hopefully I don't sound really any different. But I raised up. This is so inconsequential to basically everyone but me. But I raised up my microphone and tilted it downwards more towards me, mainly because I didn't like having a microphone basically be in the way of my second monitor, which made it kind of inconvenient, I think, when I was recording, but I think it might come as a little bit of a sacrifice to volume. But anyway, hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow at 6:02 p.m. on Wednesday, May 29th, 2024. I mean, it is a cardioid microphone, to be fair, so it should theoretically pick up any and all sound, which is sort of like in front of it. That's kind of like one of the great benefits of cardioid mics, is that they are like, the front of it is like all around, is the sound should be picked up and not like directional or anything like that. But anywho, what should we talk about? I don't know. I'm trying to build up at least a little bit of a backlog. I think, hold on, did I title today's Okami episode? That is a great question. I did, okay, and I titled tomorrow's Paradise Killer episode. I'm on a roll. Yeah, so I do have videos, at least a little bit for today, and then I got D&D as well today. I don't know. There's a lot about which is going on, and I need to finish a Fawnhallow. I've got like this commission I need to work on, and then I'm going on holiday next week, so I need to also make sure I record for that. And it's just like, but it's alright. You move on. For sometimes things are busy, sometimes they're not busy, and I do genuinely like to keep myself busy. But whether I'm as successful at keeping not as successful at keeping myself busy, if I'm as successful as executing, I suppose, while I'm busy, is a different story. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It's kind of neither here nor there. But for now, let's talk about something. I don't know what to talk about necessarily. I'm just trying to sort of peruse in my mind. What sort of gaming news have I seen recently? Nothing particularly comes to mind. Let me see. It Takes Two, Steam Friends, and Deck Verified. EA no longer required. Fair enough. It wasn't going to be what I was going to talk about. I don't know what to talk about, to be perfectly honest. Oh, I didn't want to do this. I keep doing this every time I'm not paying attention to where I'm selecting. I don't know what I want to talk about. So I guess let's try and talk about something particularly random. What did I even do yesterday? I don't even remember what I did yesterday, to be honest. Not all that much. It was a friend's birthday, so happy birthday to that friend. And we had a sort of like nice walkabout, and after work to, catch up on that sort of thing. Apart from that, nothing particularly. Wasn't particularly crazy. Even I don't even remember what I did in the evening yesterday. I did a bit of D&D prep. There's a D&D session today, and I'm actually recording it before. I do generally prefer recording the Animal Crossing episodes before the D&D sessions, because it's quite tiring to spend basically 3 hours talking and be like, okay, here we go. Here's like another 20 minutes of talking after like my brain is... I'm interested to see what's going to happen in this session, because I kind of don't know. Because it's kind of like up to them what they're going to do. They've told me a little bit about like what they've planned to do, at least at the end of last session, but what that sticks about, what information they'll get from that, I'm not exactly sure. But certainly it's a lot less puzzly, because I feel like we have a general idea of what is probably going to happen. They just need to find like the proof of it and figure out exactly how it's going to come about. But yes. I don't know what else to say about that, necessarily. Well, we'll just sort of have to see how that transpires. Because I think it might be interesting, maybe it won't be. Who knows? That's just how D&D goes sometimes. As I have a stretch. And, yeah, I don't know. It's sort of like a transitionary D&D thing. But then, the calm before the storm is perhaps how I describe it. And then presumably once the storm happens, that'll be the end of Act 1. In my mind. Who knows though. Anyway, that's not what I was going to be talking about. Well, what can I talk about? Anything else interesting happen over the weekend? Not really. And all I know is that at least in June time, I need to start building up a backlog of videos because of Art Fight. But I need a backlog anyway because I'm going on holiday literally next week. And I don't have a backlog. I have none of the videos recorded for next week. No, for the entire holiday. So at some point I need to start recording a lot of Happy in Paradise episodes as well, which is, you know, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll deal with it, certainly. But it's just, there's 104 things. Oh, that's the thing actually I saw. I don't even remember where I saw it, but it was just a discussion. It was probably on Reddit or something. It was like, which TV show or kid show had the best, like the most banger theme song, you know. What comes to mind, like what came to mind immediately for me was Phineas and Ferb, which had a really good one with I don't even know what it's called, but it goes, there's 104 days in summer vacation and school comes along just to end it. That's a really good one. Another one which was suggested was what's new, Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. We're gonna solve a mystery. Which is good, you know. I also agree. It's a Scooby-Doo reboot, which I remember. I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo when I was younger. Maybe unsurprisingly or something. If you don't know what Scooby-Doo is, a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, and it's been rebooted probably like 8 times or something. But the original was like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, right? And then when they rebooted it, this reboot being like in the 2000s, early mid 2000s or something, would have been What's New, Scooby-Doo, because I guess it's new again. Although they had another I forgot, we're taking a break from Cap'n Islands just so we can get some more Nook Mom missions back passively, really, if anything. Chop wood, talk to people. I guess we can do that. Certainly I don't see why not. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, what's new, Scooby-Doo? Coming after you. But there was a more recent one. Was it Mystery Incorporated, I think? Which was a reboot, which was actually like pretty good, apparently. As far as modern reboots go. And then there was like the most recent one, which is Velma, which is apparently, I've not watched it, so this is just me paraphrasing from reviews. Apparently it's terrible. But so be it, you know, you can watch it yourself and cast your own judgment on it, but I've not really heard any good things about it, although apparently it has a season 2, so I don't know. I guess it must be doing something somewhat correctly. Either way, I've not watched Scooby-Doo or anything like that for many moons now. I don't even know when last time I watched like a Scooby-Doo episode is, but I do remember very sort of fondly watching a lot of these sort of Scooby-Doo cartoons. Particularly, there's an old channel on the UK TV, which I don't think exists anymore, but it's called Boomerang, and they would basically air things like it's like I'm trying to think, before UK cartoon channels that I remember, Cartoon Network, obviously the big one with like big hitters like Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Edd and Eddy, Conan Kids Next Door, things like that. And then there was Nickelodeon, which of course had SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents, I think. And then there was Jetix, which was basically the anime one. It was like, it took Japanese anime and then like did the dubs. It's basically, I don't know, 4Kids is dubbing studio, right? It's not a channel. But I basically just watched Pokemon and Jetix. I think I watched a bit of Beyblade and Bakugan. I'm trying to remember what else I watched on there, but I really don't remember what else was on there, to be honest. And then the final one was Boomerang, which basically aired a lot of Hanna-Barbera cartoons, namely like the ones I remember being Flintstones and Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Which includes the original series of Scooby-Doo, which is the one which I feel like I'm most familiar with. I don't remember the cartoons particularly well, but I like that opening shot of like the bats flying across them and there's like a haunted house or something. That is sort of like an activation imagery in my mind for Scooby-Doo, that upon seeing that I'm just like, it's all coming back to me. I remember Scooby-Dooby-Doo just like that. But I'm trying to think, were there any other like cartoon channels when I was younger? But those seem like the main four. I don't know if it was different depending on like what not broadband, what cable company you were a part of. We were part of, I can't even remember what the cable company's called anymore, but it was like bought out by a different company and then also is now like shut down or something. I think it was called like NTL or something. NTL Broadband Company? Is that right? NTL Incorporated. Yeah, that's it. Oh, it got bought out by Virgin Media. Oh no, it rebranded to Virgin Media. I see. Yeah, it became a dominant cable operator in UK. Let's see. UK cartoon channels, kids. I mean, there was also the Disney Channel, but I don't remember. I don't think I had Disney Channel when I was younger. Oh, CBBC. That's also fair, but CBBC didn't really have any cartoons. I think it had more like real-time stuff. No, is that true? I don't know. Children's television channels in the UK. Boomerang is here, so I guess it hasn't shut down necessarily. 24 Hour. It was a spin-off of Cartoon Network, so I guess it still exists. It's managed by and specifically targets EU countries like Republic of Ireland, Malta, and Gibraltar. Okay, fair enough. So Boomerang, I remember. BBC Children. Okay, BBC, fair enough. Cartoon Kids. What? Oh, okay. There's actually in brackets British and Irish TV channel. Cartoonito. I've never heard of before. It closed in 2007 when I was 10. It launched in 2006. So it basically existed for 1 year. It was replaced by Cartoon Network 2. Oh no, replaced Cartoon Network 2. Okay, fair enough. So it was basically the later scheduling for Cartoon Network. Because that was the thing with TV channels. Certainly that's not some. If you grew up, I suppose, on demand, it was very, very common for channels to have their main channel and then they just have like a secondary channel which were exactly the same broadcast but like shifted by like an hour or two for people with like I guess later schedules or something. But one that always sticks in my mind is there's a channel I used to watch called Dave, which I think still exists, but it very much was not like a kids channel or anything like that. But I watched it because of the show Whose Line Is It Anyway? You know, Ryan Stiles, Colin Mockery, I can't remember, Wayne Brady, Greg Davis, is that right? It was basically just like a comedy channel, and I just watched it for that. And there was always like Dave Plus One, which was like the same broadcast but like an hour later. I don't necessarily know the business decisions of like how profitable it was. I guess it was profitable because you didn't have to like rethink like who's scheduling or like re-sign like new channels or anything. Shows to be on that channel was literally the same content, just played again. So the only operating cost would be to restream the thing, which I don't know. I guess it was good enough. I wonder if there's a concept for that. TV channel shifted by 1 hour. No, a time shift channel? A catch-up broadcast. A supplementary TV channel. It's on TV trips for some reason. Channels are repeated an hour later on a different channel. Essentially a delayed feed with a slightly different network logo. Yeah, catch-up channels. Oh, Deja Vu. I forgot that's what it's called. Well, it was what it was called. Yeah. I forgot Cartoon Network had Cartoon Network 2. I think it was Boomerang and Boomerang Plus One or something. Let's see. Is there like a Wikipedia time shift channel? It's actually called a time shift channel. A Plus One channel. Wow, I didn't know there was a whole thing about it. Australia, Europe, United Kingdom. Most time shift channels have a delay of 1 hour. ITV2 has Plus One and Plus Two channels. Also used to exist. I don't know if do people still use them anymore, because I feel like with the advent of video on demand, most people just kind of don't really watch the TV channels anymore. But I guess the people who use video on demand probably weren't the target audience for the people who have these channels anyway. I don't know. It's just sort of like fascinating, I suppose. I can't imagine this was. Often time shift channel brand advertising will be the same as the parent. Like, is it actually not economically viable, but economically worthwhile to have a Plus One channel like this? I don't really know. United States has a much longer thing about it. A -1 channel, interesting. Time shift channel. How fascinating. Averted in the US by running the same program twice within 3 hours on the same channel. Really? I'm not really that interested in sports. Alright, Lily, fair enough. It's funny how they ask it, but then they don't really say much about it, I suppose, except for to re-ask about it again. Deja Vu. Channel 4, Channel 4 plus 1, 4, 7? I don't remember. I haven't seen most of these channels. Anyway, Disney Channel. Didn't have many cartoons, so it was much more real-time shows, wasn't it? Disney XD. I remember Disney XD. I don't even remember what. It was like Disney Extra Dimensional or something. I don't even remember what it was for. But it exists in my mind for some reason. Is it Disney Kids, I guess? I don't know. Timeshift channel was fascinating. I didn't actually know there was a phrase for it, but yeah, I guess it makes sense. Nickelodeon, Nicktoons, Pop, I've never heard of. This must be before my time. Oh, it's after my time. Okay. No. 2003. Oh, it used to be with Looney Tunes. One. Interesting. I thought I used to watch Looney Tunes on I swear I used to watch Looney Tunes on Cartoon Network, so... Sky Kids I didn't have access to because I didn't use Sky. Oh, Toonami! I completely forgot about Toonami. That was another sort of like big one. Which is also Cartoon Networks. I guess. I don't know, Timeshift channel. But just the more I think about it, the stranger it is. I suppose. Imagine people started doing that with streams. Like you would see a streamer go live and start streaming like content or something. But then it would be like, oh, it replays it again like +1. Obviously, it makes no sense now with video on demand, where you can just like literally watch a video on demand. You can watch it whenever you want. But for a live stream service, I suppose, I guess it kind of makes sense. The thing I just think about is just like, is 1 + 1 hour shift enough for people to go watch it? I guess it's probably trying to target people who are just like, oh, I didn't realize it was on. I completely missed it. Oh, at least I can catch it on the +1 channel. Or something like that, because then it's not too far away. If it was +2, you'd be like, oh, an hour and a half away? I can't be bothered to wait that long, so you just don't watch it. I don't know. Timeshift channel. +1, I guess. Fascinating. Deja Vu is a really good one. What would a Dear Darling, like, +1 channel be called? Dear Darling. It doesn't make any sense. It was just a repetition. I don't know. There's probably a good pun in there somewhere. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to round this episode up here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope you see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.